Has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Buenos Aires taking on the Buffalo Bills. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Into the air right away is Allen.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down and 3. And again, it's Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Allen going to change the look here.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Here comes Grant on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown and field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
No score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 3rd and 7. Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And take it right on the 30. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down the mound before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Third and 2, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
35. First down, Thunderbirds.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Watson now going to run the option right. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
Now Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Chubb. Touchdown.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
The score, Thunderbirds 7, Bills 0.
So away and off it goes.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Oh, wide open, complete.
He's to the 15.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 82 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Watson off play action.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But when Jackson could move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Thunderbirds have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Moore, the man in motion. He's got the connection to Moore. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give running right is Chubb. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
At 31.
On second down, here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. Shrugs him off. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Allen going to change it up. From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Chubb. Taking it right down Broadway.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
16 yards, a 1st down.
And the Buenos Aires 1st down.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. From the 50, it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card match. And this is going to be intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt. Certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Here's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw, it's Allen. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills
strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2nd down and 4.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. His defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Back to throw, Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Following the penalty, Chubb.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 1st and goal.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. They'll try again with Chubb. He can't get it, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen.
Getting the ball is Cook running left.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Allen.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. The second receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Left side, Cook.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To throw is Allen.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Alert, alert, alert!
Now Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's second down. Watson.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best during